Hi, I'm Aine Homer, the Baby Reflux Lady. You can find me at ainehomer.com and on Facebook using the @account, the Baby Reflux Lady. What I do is I help mums and dads of reflux babies use food to transform their baby's experience, because we often overlook the maturity of babies' digestive systems. And especially when it comes to introducing food, we feed babies food that will actually irritate reflux. So many parents experience flare-ups in their children, and these are actually totally avoidable. So that's what I do. I work one-on-one with clients, and I'm currently writing a book on the entire topic. So I first came across Suzy back in April, May 2013. I had my first ever free call with her in June 2013. And from that very first conversation, I knew I wanted to work with Suzy. It was going to be a matter of when. In that first call, I got so much value. Suzy outlined how I could completely shift my business from being reliant on me being there to just thinking a different way, like how I could introduce it in the online world, how I could transform my business from being completely reliant on me to supporting a passive income and having other things going on that are not just reliant on me being physically present. So in January this year, I decided I would write a book. I had no idea how to go about doing it. I had no idea about how I would ever get it out there. I had no idea about how a book could create a life for me. And then Suzy started advertising the Monetize Your Message course. And I was like, oh, that sounds appealing. So I had my call with Suzy, and I think again, within seconds, I knew that she could help me make this sort of weird idea into a reality. And so I signed up for the Monetize Your Message course in, I think it was April, we started 2017. Along the way, my life has transformed. My husband will testify to that. My self-belief, my self-confidence, and my trust in what I'm doing, and the encouragement I have continually gotten from Suzy to do this, do that, put yourself out there, take that step. What's the worst that can happen? You know, originally I thought I would write the book and then I'd publish it and I might hide in a corner for a few weeks or months or forever. And maybe people might want to work with me. And in fact, I already have one-to-one private clients paying premium fees to work with me to transform their babies' lives. And that's actually going to strengthen my book, because I can now say, this is what I've seen in practice. I would never, ever have taken that step without Suzy's encouragement, Suzy's belief, and her constant challenging of, well, are you really thinking that, or what are you feeling, and really making me go deep and understand who I am and really understand the value and transformation I can offer my clients. The Baby Business School was my first investment in myself in years. But I didn't see it as an investment in myself. I saw it as an investment in my business. And the value I got from that reinforced the value I was going to get from working with Suzy in a more one-to-one context. When it came to January this year, when I knew I had something bigger I wanted to give the world, there was always been reservations around money, but it wasn't driven by money. It was actually driven by a feeling that I was worth it, that actually I should invest in me, and that I could allow myself to shine like this. I didn't have the self-belief. I didn't have the self-confidence. I didn't have that self-trust I mentioned earlier. And after the conversation with Suzy on the call about the Monetize Your Message course, I sat down with my husband, we discussed it, and he's like, yeah, go for it. of course, go for it. It's brilliant. It's amazing. You can do it. And I'm like, really? And it almost took him to go, just go and pay for it. Big investment in me. It has been worth every penny of it. My business is starting to turn up. I mean, when I started with Suzy, this was an idea. It wasn't even a business that I had that was growing. It was a figment of my imagination. And in the last 4 months, it has come from being a figment of my imagination to a reality. Anybody who has a feeling that there's something bigger, anybody who wants to create something magical, anybody who wants to give incredible value to the world and in return get a business or get the personal growth or get the joy in life quicker than you could ever achieve it on your own. For me, working with Suzy isn't about sitting on the fence, because the fence is far too low. It reminds me of the tandem parachute jump I did from 18,000 feet about 10 years ago. You know, it was all very exciting in the lead up to it. It was great. Then you had to get into the plane. It's like, oh shit, this is happening. And then you're up in the air and it's like, okay, do I want to take the jump? I could stay here in the plane. The view is lovely from up here. And then it was 1, 2 out the door, because the instructors don't wait for 3. And getting past that fear of, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm going to be falling 18,000 feet with a fabulous man strapped to my back to catch me. And essentially that fabulous man is like Suzy Ashworth, or she's like him, in that the exhilaration and the joy and the freedom of the growth that I've had in the last 4 months, with I don't want to call you a security blanket, Suzy, but the security that somebody else has got my back. Somebody else is there with a parachute cord for me, and somebody else there who knows what to do if shit goes a bit pear-shaped now and again. You know, if you want the thrill of life and bring that into your business, then jump out of the plane. Just get a Suzy Ashworth on your back.